Alrighty, guys, we are back, spawning into merry-go-round and bringing you that intense PvP action. The first Protoss spawning in the 2 o'clock spawn, wearing yellow, currently teamless, hailing from South Korea. It is Arthur.
And this opponent spawning in the 6 o'clock is going to be the blue Protoss representing Team Evil Geniuses, as well as Canada. It is HuK.
We've already had one Canadian go through. Do you reckon it's just Canadians that are OP? Reckon,
Hey, maybe so.
Yeah. And Massa went through as well. And Massa is
yeah.
a beast. Current champion of the ASL Prem League.
Yep. Defeating HuK in the finals of last season. And you know, I feel like HuK, every time I cast HuK, I see HuK in the tournament, I feel like he always plays a PvP in this group. I don't know what it is, or maybe I'm just only paying attention to the PvPs. But every time I see HuK, I feel like he plays a PvP. I don't know what it is. Some way, somehow.
Maybe he just loves PvP. Maybe he just loves PvP. Is what I mean. Someone has to, right? Someone somewhere has to love PvP. Maybe it's HuK.
Yeah. So we'll see it. We'll see it as we go ahead and look at what is going on in the bases of our 2 Protoss players. Arthur looking to maybe put some tech on that corner of the map. Or the corner of his base, rather. He already has double gas mining fully before he saturated his minerals, while HuK seems to be doing kind of the same thing. But he's adding another gateway here.
Yeah, could be going for a Stalker style, or an early Stalker. It seems like it's a bit of a late second gateway in that regard out of HuK, to be going for like a Stalker rush straight out. But, you know, maybe it could just be for a bit of 2-gate pressure with an expansion behind.
Yeah.
It could happen.
So... Chrono Boost being headed, being used on the Nexus here for Arthur. So he's not going to be doing any kind of Warp Gate rush, but look at where that next probe is rallied out. Oh, it's the Mothership Core. I was like, oh, is he going for a really fast expansion? But both players getting their Mothership Cores, and HuK already rallying it onto the other side of the map, on the left side, however. And I was wondering if he was looking for proxies, because, you know, that's a very common proxy location on Merry-Go-Round. No matter where you spawn,
like
no matter where
corners,
your opponent spawns. Yeah. But Arthur's not going to be proxying his Stargate today. He is going to be putting it inside of his base. And we'll see.
I like it. I think that putting it inside the base on this map, in this matchup, is absolutely fine. He knows Arthur has a good idea, at least, where HuK is. He scouted inside the other base, and there was no HuK there, so he's probably in the other one. Odds are on. And at that point, once you've got your Stargate coming out, you want to just be able to kind of, in general, send an Oracle or a Phoenix in that kind of direction. It's not the fastest Stargate in the world, so I would think it's more likely to be it's an Oracle coming out now. If you go for a really early Stargate, sometimes people choose to open Phoenix, because not only does it counter your opponent if they open Oracle, but it counters them if they open Phoenix as well. So it's a really smart style in that regard. But HuK seems to be leaning much more towards a Stalkery style. Yeah,
he has 3 Stalkers here to the 2 of Arthur. Arthur does have enough for a Photon Overcharge, but he doesn't feel compelled to use it just yet. He's doing some micro here, but he doesn't have anything else on the way, and there it will go. Not losing any Stalkers, so HuK in a pretty decent position right there. But Arthur going to lose one of his Stalkers. What micro out of the HuK right there?
Yeah, but this Stalker's going to go down. I think it's going to get 2 kills. Gets 1 kill, gets 2 kills, goes back up the ramp. There we go. That is the hero Stalker who did what no... Oh, take it back. But he's going to Valhalla, you know it. He is going to be up there in the Great Hall of the Warriors in the sky.
HuK is putting on a lot of pressure here. He's warped in an additional 3 Stalkers, and this Mothership Core, the Photon Overcharge, will be ending shortly. Arthur's trying to go into Twilight, but he hasn't really utilized it yet. And if he goes in a blink, HuK has the answer right at home in that Mothership Core. There was a little bit of Oracle denial by the Photon Overcharge of HuK.
Yeah, this is actually a really scary push coming out of HuK, with just like a kind of delayed in putting down his 3rd gate for a 3-gate attack. But that's exactly what this is. And we saw this held by Parting, I think, or someone, maybe it was Rain, really effectively when HuK pushed up the ramp with all these Stalkers, just focusing those down. But here, Arthur, not quite making it work, has lost most of his units that he needed to hold again.
Yeah, and 2 more additional Stalkers coming out. The 2 Zealots of HuK are doing a lot of work themselves, and I think HuK has put in a lot of pressure here on Arthur, and I don't know if he's going to be able to actually recover from this, as he loses a lot of probes in his mineral line, loses the Stalker, not enough energy. Oh, the Oracle's going to go into the main of HuK, though, and is starting to do a little bit of work. It's getting 13 kills. 13 kills. HuK.
That one Oracle has achieved what HuK's entire army has done in the base of Arthur. In fact, if not more. HuK down to 9, Arthur on 13 workers, but there's 6 Stalkers over here. 5 Stalkers over there, depowering all of the techs. But the overcharge comes down, and that might force the retreat for just long enough to allow Arthur to get back into this.
Yeah, 8 to 13 workers. Arthur should lose a few more workers here if HuK does target fire, but he's going to lose all of these Stalkers if he's not careful. HuK. Oh, he's going to get surrounded here. It's not looking too good because that Oracle can go down once again. That overcharge is ready for HuK.
Yeah, this is so weird. I think Arthur's come out of that ahead.
I would say so.
I don't know how.
In a weird way.
He's got 2 more workers. He's got.
It's more so that HuK can't do anything about this. He has to get rid of that Oracle when it powers up.
Yeah. I think he's just waiting for the moment when the Oracle turns on and activating the photon overcharge to chase it off. That is exactly what we see happen. No. So it's going to come back. It's just going to keep coming back, being as annoying as possible. And HuK is warping in some more units. There are 2 Stalkers here to receive from Arthur. The probe's being pulled to try and chase those guys off. Another probe goes down. 9 to 7 at this point. This is the low econ battle. This is the cheese war that PvP can devolve into at times.
If HuK was able to get that Oracle, it would have been such a nice reassurance, because right now, as soon as that photon overcharge is done, the Oracle can go ahead and a lot of deep. He can really just destroy that mineral line, but Arthur really has to hold on here. It is really even right now, but HuK is just keeping his units alive, getting a Zealot in the mineral line, but Arthur has one that he's just going to call GG. Welcome back to game number 2 of this best of 3 PvP series, and spawning in the bottom left corner, representing himself, it is going to be Sad Arthur. I almost said HuK because look who's...
Well, to be fair, the player whose name you just said, Mr. HuK himself, representing Evil Geniuses, he started in the top right, but he's now building buildings in his opponent's base, starting them in that corner of overgrowth. And of course, it was totally seen. Like, Arthur's on top of this. It's just a question of how much on top of this he needs to be. If you get a full surround on one of those gateways with probes, you can actually make the Zealot spawn in the wrong direction, and it will come out on the other side, and then won't be able to produce.
That looks like Arthur is going to get it, but he's losing all this mining time. And HuK was able to get another gateway out. We saw HuK do this to Rain to no success, but will he have a better chance here against Arthur? That Zealot is being chrono boosted, and if that happens here, left, and he gets the full surround.
He's doing it, Luke. He's going for that full surround, and he's just got to make super... it's going to come out that corner, isn't it? It didn't come out the corner, it's behind the gateway. Now, if he doesn't kill that, he has to kill his own gateway to get out. This is the strat. This is the plan.
Yeah, he has to kill his own gateway. He can't even kill the pylon, can he? Oh, this is an embarrassing moment here for a Zealot. You do not want to be there. If only he could throw his side blades like a boomerang, but he can't. And, well, he gets out. Set me free. Arthur, despite not mining that whole time, he's just bought a lot of time, which is important as well. So 2 Zealots are going to do quite a bit of damage to a probe line, but there is 2 Zealots out here for Arthur as well.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I mean, this can be dealt with. If we see Arthur micro right, he's going to pull the probes around, not losing 2, I think, to that Zealot there. But now his gateway behind the mineral line, maybe 4 probes lost there. But Arthur keeps producing. HuK is still only on 12 workers, and Arthur keeps mining. He's actually sending Zealots across the map now.
Oh, and there's nothing at the home of HuK either, so if he can hold it here, using just a few probes as well, HuK is going to find himself in a rough position and lose a lot of probes at home. So here he goes, Arthur. I think he's going to be able to hold this. He's making 2 Zealots at a time finally, and he has more workers, so he's going to be able to outproduce HuK in the long run. It's just this window of time. This is the window of time that HuK has to get like crazy damage done.
Well, he's trying to. The probe's being pulled once again for Arthur. He is still managing to get away with this, even though he pulled for such a long time. But this production out of Arthur, it's equal to HuK's, but he's got more money, as you said. It's just going to end up going his way one way or another. Sometime, it's just going to end up being too much.
Yep, and HuK gonna go ahead and pull the probes. He can't really micro both places at once, but he does have more Zealots here in Arthur's base. if HuK is able to hold this here, and he does. How many probes did he lose there? He only lost, no, he lost 8 workers, actually.
But Arthur lost all of his zealots in the base as well. Arthur's actually dropped below HuK in worker supply.
Yep.
It's happened. HuK has made the miracle happen.
Oh, workers killed, and I was looking at that. Workers killed is what he was at. He's only lost 4 workers during that, so, HuK is going to probably get the better end of this. He has 2 zealots once more. Dealt with the threat. That was going to be... Oh, it's such a good move by Arthur. But I think HuK is going to be able to do this here. Is just making 2 more zealots when those 2 pop. It's going to be 4 zealots against 3 max.
I feel like this should have been... This was Arthur's game to lose, but he might be about to.
Yeah. That zealot is so low on HP. HuK has more zealots and just more HP.
Well won.
GG.